Have you ever looked around and wondered, how did I end up here? Maybe you're stuck in a job that drains you, or a routine that feels empty. Maybe you've lost your sense of direction, or the dreams you once had seem far away, almost impossible. If you're feeling lost right now, I want you to know, you're not alone. In fact, feeling lost is a sign that you're alive, that you're searching for something more, that you haven't given up. And sometimes, feeling lost is exactly what you need to find a new path. Let me tell you a secret that most people never admit. Everyone feels lost at some point, even the people who look like they have it all together, even the ones who seem confident, successful, and sure of themselves. Life isn't a straight line. It's a winding road, full of unexpected turns, detours, and dead ends. The truth is, feeling lost isn't a failure, it's a part of the journey. But I know how heavy it can feel. The uncertainty, the self-doubt, the fear that you'll never find your way. Maybe you compare yourself to others and wonder why they seem to be moving forward while you're standing still. Maybe you feel like you're running out of time, or that you've missed your chance. But what if I told you that being lost is not the end of your story? What if it's the beginning of something new? Let's start by changing the way you see this moment. Instead of seeing it as a problem to fix, what if you saw it as an invitation to pause, to reflect, to ask yourself questions you've been avoiding? When you're lost, you're forced to slow down. You're forced to look around, to pay attention, to notice things you might have missed if you were rushing ahead. Sometimes, the most important discoveries happen when you're off the map. Think about it. When you're lost in a new city, you notice the details, the colors, the smells, the sounds. You ask for directions. You explore. You stumble upon hidden gems you never would have found if you just stuck to the main road. Life is like that, too. When you're lost, you're open to new possibilities. You're willing to try things you wouldn't have tried if everything was going according to plan. But here's the catch. Most people panic when they feel lost. They try to force their way forward, to find answers right away. They look for quick fixes, for someone to tell them what to do. But the truth is, clarity doesn't come from running faster. It comes from slowing down, from listening to yourself, from being willing to sit with the discomfort of not knowing. So, if you're feeling lost, here's what I want you to do. First, breathe, take a deep breath, and remind yourself that it's okay not to have all the answers. You're allowed to be uncertain. You're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to start over. The pressure to have it all figured out is an illusion. No one has it all figured out. Not really. Second, get curious. Instead of asking, "What's wrong with me?" ask, "What is this moment trying to teach me?" What are you drawn to? What excites you, even a little? What drains you? What do you miss? Sometimes, the clues to your next step are hidden in the things you love, the things you can't stop thinking about, the things that make you feel alive. Third, let go of the need for certainty. Life is unpredictable. The people who find their way aren't, the ones who have a perfect plan, the ones who are willing to take the next step, even when they can't see the whole path. You don't need to know exactly where you're going. You just need to move forward, one step at a time. Let me share a story. There was a young man named Daniel who felt completely lost after college. He'd studied hard, gotten good grades, but when graduation came, he had no idea what he wanted to do. His friends all seemed to have jobs lined up, plans in place, but Daniel felt like he was drifting. He tried applying for jobs, but nothing felt right. He started to think something was wrong with him. One day, feeling frustrated, Daniel decided to take a walk in the park. He sat on a bench and watched the world go by. For the first time in months, he let himself just be, no pressure, no expectations. As he sat there, he noticed a group of kids playing soccer. He remembered how much he loved the game as a child. On a whim, he asked if he could join. The kids welcomed him, and for an hour, Daniel forgot about his worries. He laughed, he ran, he felt alive. That small moment sparked something in him. He started volunteering as a youth soccer coach. He discovered a passion for working with kids, for teaching, for making a difference. It wasn't what he'd planned, but it led him to a new career, new friendships, and a sense of purpose he'd never felt before. Daniel's story is a reminder that sometimes the path finds you when you stop trying to force it. If you're feeling lost, give yourself permission to explore. Try new things, even if they seem unrelated to your goals. Take a class, start a hobby, meet new people. Say yes to opportunities, even if you're not sure where they'll lead. The more you explore, the more you will learn about yourself, and the more likely you are to stumble upon something that lights you up. And remember, being lost is temporary. It's a season, not a sentence. The feelings of confusion, doubt, and uncertainty won't last forever. In fact, they're often the sign that you're on the verge of a breakthrough. The most beautiful chapters of your life may be waiting just beyond this moment of uncertainty. So, what can you do right now in this season of feeling lost? Start by being gentle with yourself. It's easy to be your own harshest critic, to judge yourself for not having it all together. But growth doesn't happen through self-criticism, it happens through self-compassion. Remind yourself that you're doing the best you can with what you know right now. Trust that clarity will come, even if it takes time. Next, reach out. You don't have to navigate this alone. Talk to someone you trust, a friend, a mentor, a family member. Sometimes, just saying out loud that you're feeling lost can lift a huge weight off your shoulders. You might be surprised how many people have felt the same way, and how willing they are to support you. If you don't have someone to talk to, write your thoughts down. Journaling can help you process your feelings and see patterns you might have missed. Also, pay attention to the small wins. When you're lost, it's easy to overlook progress because you're focused on the big picture. But every step forward counts. Celebrate the days you get out of bed, the moments you try something new, the times you choose hope over despair. These small victories are proof that you're moving, even if it's slower than you'd like. And finally, remember that your story isn't over. The chapters where you feel lost are just as important as the ones where you feel found. In fact, they might be the most important of all. They're the moments that shape you, that teach you resilience, that helps you discover who you really are. One day you will look back and realize that being lost was the turning point, the moment you started to find your true path. If this message spoke to you, I hope you'll stay connected. Share in the comments what you're going through, or what helps you when you feel lost. You never know who you might inspire with your honesty. And if you want more encouragement and real-life stories to help you through tough times, make sure to subscribe and join this community. We're all finding our way, one step at a time. Thank you for watching. And remember, feeling lost is not the end, it's the beginning of something new. Trust the journey, be kind to yourself, and keep moving forward. Your next chapter is waiting, and it might be more beautiful than you can imagine. See you in the next video.